Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. Alright, we're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous_. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, social media been buzzing, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all these platforms over an ex-assistant, supposedly, of Nicki Minaj's that exposed a lot of her secrets and a lot of things that people were also wondering as well. Now, I must warn y'all, although you may already see that this video is a long one, I didn't intend for it to be as long as it is, but after getting into it, I guess I got carried away because it's a lot involved, and it was interesting, I can't lie. So bear with me, stay to the end, because honestly, some ironic things being spilled out there by this person. Remember also that all of this is alleged before we even get into this video. Also, I can't lie and say that some of it don't sound a little true, but we don't know that. All right. And honestly, a lot of this information sounds as if it's just coming from someone who was once close to Nicki Minaj and may have had a falling out with her and want to air out all her dirty laundry. All right. I've never agreed with that approach. However, you could tell someone, you can't tell someone how to handle their emotions whenever they reach that stage of wanting to tear somebody down. It just is what it is. You know, when somebody want to get back or something, you can't tell them how to get back, whether it's through verbal, physical, mental, whatever the case may be. Now, the story that's being put out there from the person behind the Instagram page going under the name Kate_Miller_227 is stating that they were Nicki Minaj's assistant at one point in time until she was wrongfully accused of committing bank fraud on Nicki Minaj's account and was fired wrongfully without any type of proof of doing so. So once again, with someone being fired, we all know that it could cause someone to go on a rant or try exposing the person out of anger based on the fact that now they have to somehow make a living for themselves, or else they'll potentially lose everything. No different than when someone gets fired from their 9-to-5 job and someone seeks revenge by assaulting their boss or making threats or even publicly exposing the secrets kept within that company, you know? So in this case, y'all, like I said, keep an open mind that it's not 100% that all of these things are facts. But I'll be honest with you, even though this stuff may be alleged, there's also some things in here that sounds a little true based on the person having exact dates and numbers and saying certain things that you could just tell that they're not lying about. I don't know. Not to mention, aside from the dates and numbers, this person, whoever's behind this Instagram account, is actually atting certain artists and people saying, you know, pretty much telling them to tell their side of the story, whichever that may be. And, you know, nobody has pretty much responded yet, so we don't know if that's in fact true. Just overall, they sound like they know what they're talking about, man. However, the internet did their own private investigation and found a page of a lady whose name is actually Megan Feldman Betancourt. It says that she's a digital strategy and content director at a PR and marketing firm. And when you look at the picture, you could clearly conclude right away that the Instagram account blasted Nicki Minaj used her face under a bogus name. All right. However, I must warn y'all that it's also hard to say that she's lying, and I'm gonna say she, and throughout this video I'm gonna say she because if you look at the page and the name that they used, it was a woman, so that's what we're gonna go based off. But anyway, it's also hard to say that she's lying when she has proof of Nicki Minaj or someone from Nicki Minaj's Instagram page trying to contact her and fly her out and pretty much get her to stop. And you can see within the screenshot she's saying, you know, oh, Nika, which is Nicki Minaj's real name, money is not gonna buy me X, Y, and Z. Alright, now it could be one or two things. Maybe the person is caught in their lie, or maybe they purposely use a random person's face just to get the information out there and not care about, you know, the face. They just want to get the information out there. And to be honest with you, I was a little skeptical at first about this whole thing because, you know, it kind of was a mystery of how this one account garnered so much attention, so much clout so fast. you know, you got everybody speaking about it. You got the Shade Room, you got Baller Alert, you got Spiritual Word, you got everybody on Facebook talking about it. How did this account garner so much attention so fast? You know, every day you have people talking about artists every day. You got people talking about entertainers, athletes, or whatever the case may be, but we don't hear about them. What made this account so special that it went viral so fast? You know, unless it's just another way of the masses trying to tear Nicki Minaj down. Who knows? We all just going to keep that as a possibility out there. Once again, this video is for just entertainment purposes only. And that's it, man. So what I'm going to do real quick is this. I'm going to just run down a list of the things that the person behind the page is accusing Nicki Minaj of. And there'll be screenshots throughout the video so y'all can read for yourselves. But it's quite a few things. So read, you know, and see, listen at the same time. I'm going to try to cut to the chase. And like I said, if y'all want, y'all could just read and pause the video or whatever the case may be, but it's going to be in the video for y'all. So let's begin. Now, the person behind the page made claims about Kenneth, who was Nicki Minaj's husband and child's father, and Kenneth told her things when Nicki Minaj wasn't around that another time she'll deal with. So she's pretty much alleging that Kenneth, who is, you know, I think it's Kenneth Pitney, I forgot his name, but he's Nicki Minaj's husband, and she's alleging that he made some comments to her while Nicki Minaj wasn't around that she feel is disgusting or whatever, and she'll deal with that another time. But right now, this is what she's focusing on. Now, she also made claims that Nicki Minaj was abused by Kenneth and not only Meek Mill. You know, you see how she put that in there? She kind of sneakily threw shade at Meek Mill at the same time, alleging that he put his hands on her, but her now husband also put hands on Nicki Minaj as well. Alright, now the person behind the page also stated that Nicki Minaj pays to be in radio rotation and sent $75,000 as a payment to have certain songs, I forgot the song that she said, but a certain song be spent in radio rotation, pretty much payola. Alright, she also leaked that Nicki Minaj's album, which will be called Pink Restoration, is scheduled to drop August 23rd, and jokingly said oops after leaking that information out. Now, she also says that the only reason she wouldn't post clips and evident proof of these claims that she's making is because she knows that Nicki Minaj will sue her at that point, which is smart, but still could be a spinoff, an excuse, all at the same time. Once again, as I'm explaining all this stuff that's going on, y'all, just understand that I'm trying to keep an open mind. I don't want people thinking that we going more towards this side or the other side. I'm just bringing awareness to this whole thing that's going on. It's pretty interesting. Alright, now let's get back to it. Now she put in quotation marks, "I've never done coke," and another quotation marks, "I've never judged drug addicts." Then proceeded to call Nicki Minaj a hypocrite, basically indicating that Nicki may have used coke or some other drug, but being a hypocrite about doing a substance, acting like she never did it. Alright, now she also says in another slide that the Carters, aka Beyonce and Jay-Z, allegedly cut all ties with Nicki Minaj because of Kenneth, which is her husband, but also alleged that she was there when Jay-Z told Nicki Minaj about the documents with her brother, and that's the two reasons why the Carters aren't associating with Nicki Minaj now. Alright, she then added Meg Thee Stallion and said, quote, "Tell it please." Alright, indicating that a situation may have occurred between Meg and Nicki Minaj that the public may not know about, and she want Meg Thee Stallion to tell it please. Now here's an even crazier allegation, and the one that we're all on the fence about in the first place, because I think it's true, but who knows. Now the person alleges that although Nicki Minaj says that she never effed Wayne or Drake, they're saying that Nicki is lying, and on top of that, everyone in the industry, quote, has the video. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know how true this is. Once again, we're all on the fence about it. We all kind of suspected that Nicki Minaj did in fact do things with Lil Wayne. It's kind of obvious a little bit that she may or may have not did it with Drake. Who knows? But saying that there's a video out there is a whole nother plateau. Once again, we don't know until somebody objects and say different. But nobody, no celebrity, no anybody ever came out as of yet after all this information came out and objected any of the stuff that this person is saying. Keep that in mind. Alright, now she also goes on to say that Megan got shot, Nicki and Tay laughed. I'm assuming she's referring to Arrogant Tay, but if she's not, then I apologize in advance. But 9 times out of 10, she's referring to Arrogant Tay. But she says that Nicki Minaj laughed and claimed that Meg was lying. in which I think the world feels the same way, so I can't really fault Nicki Minaj for that, even if it is true. But she claims that she also dissed Meg in her song We Go Up. Alright, now the person behind the page says that she's not doing it for the clout neither, she's just speaking her truth and her experiences, but clearly she knows what she's doing. It just so happens that, to be honest with y'all, all of her truth and experiences involve something having to do with Nicki Minaj. Like I said, this seems like a case that she's doing this out of anger. What else? It seems like she probably was fired for whatever reason, and then she's mad. She's just pretty much going into a mode where she's exposing everything. Now, she also alleged that she signed an NDA form with Kent, who is Nicki Minaj's publicist, stating that she can't publish documents, photos, videos, files, and etc., but never said that she couldn't speak on what went on. And she also informed us that she has been in contact with a lawyer that pretty much told her what she can and cannot say via social media. Now, I could be wrong, but NDAs usually include that a person isn't supposed to leak out anything they see or know going on with another individual as long as they're in that circle and they signed the NDA. You know, that could also be in reference to spewing out personal information on social media, but once again, I could be wrong because I don't know what agreement she had, but let's see. I guess time will tell. And Nicki Minaj, let's see if she sits there and sues whoever this person is. And yeah, alright. Now, she also showed alleged proof of Nicki Minaj's old phone number, letting it be known that she wasn't lying and isn't just a fan or something. She also stated that her and Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, can't really stand each other, and Rihanna couldn't stand Nicki since 2006 due to her being bitter. I'm assuming against Rihanna and Rihanna's success or whatever the case may be. What else? Oh, she also dragged the clout queen herself. Somehow, I don't know how Asian Doll does it, y'all, but somehow she makes her way in everything that's going on, somehow, some way. But anyway, she posted a screenshot of her stories, and of course the person viewing it was Asian Doll. So she reposted it with the text that said, quote, "At Asian the Brat, tell them what was discussed on that phone call." Now, I'm assuming it was a phone call between the two parties, including Nicki Minaj and Asian Doll, and something must have went down. Who knows? But the person is naming names and saying things that maybe only these people would be able to tell us, which is either cap or it's true. Maybe Asian the Doll, my fault. Asian the Brat or Asian Doll, whatever y'all want to call her. Maybe she'll come out and let you know whether it's cap or it's not. Who knows? I guess we just gotta stick around and see. Alright, now she also alleged that some barbs may be getting paid to create certain narratives on social media. She also added Nicki Minaj, saying that she don't want Nicki's money and for Nicki to stop sending people to contact her. Now, she went on to say everything that Remy Martin said about Nicki Minaj was true, but everyone dismissed Remy as a joke. Now, let me just chime in and say this. As far as Remy go, I think Remy personally did it to herself. Remy looked at the fact that Nicki Minaj was the biggest female artist at the time and tried to use that opportunity to attack her and come up that way. But it backfired because no one was feeling the diss records and said that Remy sounded bitter herself, even though at the time of Remy's arrest, when she had to do all that time, Remy was the bigger artist. But she came out and, you know, she acted as if she was a smaller artist making diss songs, and she went a whole nother route. You know, it's like Remy came home and almost automatically dissed Nicki Minaj. But at the same time, y'all gotta remember, Nicki has a very strong core fan base, and Remy doesn't. So, like I said, Remy's not whack either. She just don't got the same fan base willing to ride with her like the Barbs are. Simple. All right. But anyway, the person behind the page also held a Q&A. Also on their story, someone asked if Nicki Minaj knew her husband was a rapist before getting married, and she said yes, Nicki knew. She says that Nicki Minaj started recently paying the Shade Room also, and says that Meek Mill beat on her and wasn't the only one, accusing Nicki of sleeping with multiple big rappers back in her underground days, and says that her team compare her stats often to Cardi B and Doja Cat, but she did give Nicki credit for writing her own music. Now, of course, the Cardi question was going to come in, and when it did, the person asked if Cardi B have a diss track prepared for Nicki Minaj, and she replied that Cardi does in fact have a diss track for Nicki Minaj, and has been in the vault since 2019. Not to mention, speaking of Cardi, Meg and Nicki pretty much fell out over the song WAP that Meg did with Cardi B, allegedly. Alright, she also stated that although Precious, who was a part of Cardi B's team that was fired for leaking information to Nicki Minaj in the blogs, someone else a part of Cardi B's team is also leaking information to blogs and Nicki as well. But she did also say that Cardi has reached out to Nicki Minaj more than once to try and make amends, and the last time was actually in 2020. Now, once again, we don't know how truthful this person is being with the information, but that part is a little accurate because if I'm not mistaken, Cardi has went live before in the past and said that she tried to reach out and make amends, but it seemed like Nicki just wasn't with it. Now, back to Nicki Minaj. She says that Nicki Minaj was casually sleeping with Quavo in 2018. It wasn't a relationship or nothing, just something casual, as well as her and Gucci Mane hooking up casually also. So she kind of confirmed it. We all kind of really thought about it because if you remember back in Nicki Minaj coming up days when she went to Atlanta, she was with Gucci Mane, the Waka Flocka mother, Deb, and all that. You kind of already knew it. And then not only that, Gucci Mane also confirmed it when he went on his Twitter rant a couple years ago too. So yeah, kind of confirmed things if this is true. Let's keep that out there. Now, speaking of casually hooking up, this person took it a step further and added Nicki Minaj telling her to keep young people out of her home and for her and her husband Kenneth to stop pressuring kids to make them do things that's just sick. Now, who knows what that is? I can't elaborate on that because I don't know that to be true. I never heard of that. But, we're going to try to thin line on that. Now, I'm going to end it off here, y'all, with the person stating that Nicki Minaj's documentary that she's been trying to put out for the longest has been denied by every major streaming platform solely because of her husband Kenneth and the allegations that's associated with him. And if y'all know, I don't got time to get into that, but yeah, Kenneth has had some rape allegations and some, he has a bad background, let's just say that. Now, there's a lot of other things that this page has been saying about Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna just leave all that in the video so y'all can check it out yourself. I may even post some on Instagram. I've seen the barbs coming at a couple other people for posting it, so I kind of held back, but I'm gonna just do it. It is what it is, man. Now, the page also showed proof of an email stating that people are trying to get in contact with her in regards to Nicki Minaj. It seems like the person who reached out may have been an attorney or something via email. Not to mention, after seeing all this info that the person put out there, it's clear that he or she, I've been saying she the whole video, so I'm gonna say she, but she actually has been a part of that circle. It's clear that they know what they're talking about, and the people she's naming is in fact familiar with her as well, because you have Arrogant Tay, he actually blocked her, So I can't lie, some of the questions that she was answering during the Q&A, it seems like they were a little biased and that she was a little more opinionated than anything, but that's how it is. Some people, when they frustrated and angry, some things come out as a little deeper than others, who knows. But like I said, that part is kind of seemed a little more opinionated than anything else, but she did, or he had a lot of intel on some of the things, man. Once again, we don't know whether this is true or not. This is for entertainment purposes only. Shout out to juicebox_BBY on Twitter. Unfortunately, the barbs are going after her on Twitter, but that's the account that kept us updated with everything going on the account that's calling themselves Exposing Nicki Minaj. I don't think she understood that the barbs don't play, man. And they may even come after me next. Who knows? But however, I'm not the one putting the information out there. I'm just reacting to it, so it is what it is. They got to take it up with whoever is behind that page over there at KateMiller_227 on Instagram. Alright, so y'all jump in the comments, man. Let me know if there's any truth to this. Let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all think that the person behind the page is in fact telling the truth, or do you think it's just a made-up person just trying to come after Nicki Minaj and tear down her character? Alright, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.